Wow, this guy is looking so magnificent. But boy, is this filter really getting loud. I think it's time for a new rod on that, man. What do you think?
I think it's time for a new rod.
Okay, this is a really easy way to replace your rod in these. We've done videos on this before. We basically kind of took this apart, cleaned it up real quick. It wasn't very bad. We actually did that last night, and we just didn't have a lot of time to finish this, so it's kind of all been out for a whole day, kind of dried, and we're just going to change this rod, put it back together, and put it back on the tank here. We got these rods. We're going to put a link in the description. This is a new company that we found that has these 2 for $9.99 on Amazon. So we'll put a link in the description, which is the cheapest we've just about ever seen them. They used to be pretty cheap, kind of like before COVID and all that, but they kind of went up in price. But this is cheaper than what we've seen them in recent years. You really don't have to take the pump off. You can twist it and take it off if you want, but you don't have to. You can just kind of reach down in here and you can see that this thing kind of moves a little bit. There's like a rubber stopper in the bottom of this, and you just grab it with the pliers and you pull it out. You want to just try to go ahead and do that, Jack?
I guess so.
I'm going to hold this for you. You're going to grab the top of that with the pliers, and you're just going to try to pull it straight out. You might have to twist it or something like that, but just try to grab it, pull it straight out of that stopper.
Oh, I almost got it. I thought it did.
Yeah. Got to grab it real good.
Yeah, hold on.
Just pull it straight out of there. Oh. There you go. Now let's take a look at that guy. You see it comes right out of there. It's not easy, but
it comes right out of there.
Now you can see here, here's the old one, here's the new ones. And so where this is, when this impeller goes down in there, whoops, it's magnetic, so it's sticking. This impeller goes down in there, and it kind of wears away. And part of that is, you know, little bits of, you know, rock and sand kind of get up in your filter. We have lava rock in ours, and little bits and pieces get, you know, torn apart. And some people lubricate it and use different kind of things, but honestly, we don't really want to put, I mean, some people use silicone or whatever. We don't really want to put much in there. You can if you want, but because we have a lava rock, it's just going to kind of break down. And we just do this about, I don't know, every year or two. Sometimes it'll go longer, sometimes it won't. This one must have got something in it because we just cleaned these not long ago, and the other one on the other side wasn't bad at all. So we got the 2-pack because this one will just be like as a backup for next time whenever we need one. And so basically you just take this and you push it back down in here, which I think I could just kind of do.
I think that's a little easier taking it out.
Yeah.
From what I remember.
You just kind of put it back down in the middle. Let's see if I can find the center here. Yep, there it is. You just kind of push it in. If you have to use I'm going to pause this video for a second just so we can do this right, but if you have to use the pliers to kind of push it in, oh, wait a minute, it got in there. We recommend putting like a towel over the end, or you could take a tiny little hammer. We do have a small little hammer, or you could just use like the end of something like this, just kind of tap it in a little bit, just so it's in there solid. Okay, what we did is we just kind of gave it a little tap on the top with this, and then you can kind of just wiggle it, and you can see it's not moving very much. We also tried to pull it out, and it didn't come out real easy. So it's just a little gap in there. You just want to kind of shove it down in there. Real easy. So Jack's going to go ahead and put that impeller back in there, just as after a stern blow off. And then this little guy kind of sits on top. And then we just kind of put the whole thing back together. We'll fill it back up. We're going to put it back on. And we're just going to kind of show you the difference. What'd you do? Did you cut your finger?
Yep. Oh, yeah, this is when I was taking it out. I got the liquid.
Oh, did you? A little liquid Band-Aid on that?
So it's okay.
So, yeah, you can see the difference there. And then, of course, this isn't going to move around as much, and it's not going to rattle. So we're going to put this back on, fill it back up with water, prime it, plug it in, put it back over there. We'll show you the difference. You can see that. You'll hear a difference right away. All right, we tossed that on. As you can see, guys, huge difference in sound. Just a tiny little thing like that, $5. And again, a lot of people have their own way of doing it and special little tips. You've seen a lot of videos on it, but that's what we do. We are going to put a link in the description because that's the cheapest we've seen these in quite a while. So 2 for $9.99. So we'll put a link and everything in the description there. This tank's looking pretty good. A lot of people have made comments about how, you know, the water isn't like clear. Again, we have a ton of wood in here for this Royal Pleco, and so those are tannins. The water is actually very clean, and these filters do a fantastic job. But again, there are some tannins, and the reason we have all this wood is because we absolutely love our massive Royal Pleco, who is, where did he go? There's one of the big albino Plecos right there. And there's Lenny and Squeaky. They get kind of freaked out when we're working on the, where'd he go? Is he back here on this half? Of course, we're talking about him and he hides, right?
Oh, they're over here. You just can't see them.
Yeah. Well, anyway, throw him in his zucchini.
They're in the back. They're easy to see.
He does like the wood and he does eat the wood, but he prefers zucchini, right?
Yeah.
And he will take all the skin off that guy probably tonight in the next couple hours. We'll come back in about an hour or so just to show you. But that is why we have all this wood in here, and that is why we have some tannins, and that is why it has a little bit of a brown look. You don't notice it when you're looking at the depth of the tank, but when you look through, you know, the width, it's a lot further to go. And so there's kind of like some tannins in there that make it look a little dark. But yeah, overall, I mean, these fish have been alive a very long time. This tank's been a wonderful system for a long time. The Pothos does an awesome job of taking out nitrates and things like that. And these pumps do an awesome job. We actually only have 2 pumps right now. We got kind of annoyed with dealing with the one in the back, kind of reaching over the top since this thing is so tall. Go next to this thing just so they can see how tall it is for those people seeing it for the first time. What are you, 6'3", 6'4" now?
No, I'm like 6'2".
Nah, I think you're taller than that, dude. And this thing's all the way as tall as you because we had this custom stand made years ago. But anyway, we got kind of tired of kind of standing on someone reaching over. So we keep one as a backup underneath. And when one gets kind of full, we just swap it out and then we clean that other one and then keep it as a backup. We just kind of keep that rotation going. 2 filters running and 1 as a backup. So anyway, it's looking cool. We're going to be putting the blue polars in here pretty soon, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of good little hiding places for them. They've grown out quite a bit, and we're going to be putting them in here.
Oh, he's over there.
Oops, I scared the rope fish. He got spooked by me.
He's eating the wood over here.
Is he over here on this? Oh, yeah, there he is. He was kind of underneath there. He is looking absolutely magnificent, but again, you can see chew marks and bite marks all over the wood. The reason he started coming up and he's twitching around like he is because he smelled the zucchini. The minute we put it in, he usually hops on it. So we're going to, we'll kind of come back later in an hour or so just to kind of show you how he's doing on that. There's Newman. Newman's doing awesome. Newman's getting big. So again, we're going to have a whole update coming up on this tank when we put the blue polars in here to add to these guys. And hopefully they won't be so freaked because we're not going to be working on the filter and they'll be out swimming a little bit more. Newman doesn't care. He's just all into it, man. All right. We'll be back in a minute just to show him on this zucchini. All right, there you go, guys. This is about an hour and a half after we put this in here. As you can see, Riot did quite a number on it. Ate almost this whole stalk area and most of the skin off. He's right down there. He does get a little shy. Even if we try to be sneaky in the dark, he'll see the camera and that, and he'll kind of go and hide over there. But we've done a lot of shorts and a lot of videos of him eating this, and then after he gets the skin off, a lot of the smaller plecos will come and, you know, eat more of the inside, and then the clown loaches will too. Once they get to the soft middle, the clown loaches will eat the rest of that and everything. So anyway, yeah, Jack bailed on me, went to bed. He was tired. We just kind of wanted to show that and just kind of show how everybody in here was doing. Everybody in here is getting ready to go to sleep, I think. Lenny and Squiggy are like, all right, lights out, buddy. They're ready for sleep. Just wanted to show the difference on this rod and how easy it was to do. Again, we'll put a link in the description. This is a new one that we found for a little bit of a cheaper price than we had recently seen them. So we just wanted to kind of share that with everybody. We're going to be doing a video pretty soon, kind of bringing the blue polars over here that we've kind of grown out over the last year. And just kind of show putting those guys in here and stuff like that. So like and subscribe and all that stuff. And we'll see you guys soon. I'll turn this light off, let these guys go to bed, and we're hitting it.